2025 is your year. We are going to glow up and reach all of your goals for the year 2025. I know that each year we seem to be renewing our New Year's resolutions and we always feel like we're not actually achieving everything that we put on our vision board from the years past. But this year it's going to change. I have a feeling that we're all going to reach our maximum potential in 2025. I am so excited for what 2025 has to bring, and I want you to come on this journey with me as we glow up for 2025 with mind, body, career, finances, etc. I am really excited to share today's video because I'm going to give you a tangible blueprint to glow up in 2025. This is the first video of our 2025 glow up series. I'm going to follow up with a January glow up plan. So I'm going to be sharing everything that I'm doing for the month of January to help reach my 2025 goals. So at the end of the year, I can look back at my vision board, at my goals, and see that I've achieved everything that I set out to achieve for 2025. So without any further ado, let's get into today's video, all of these steps that you need to take to be able to become your future self, your 2025 future self. I'm so excited to embark on this journey with you. If you are new here to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. My name is Gabrielle. Hit the subscribe button so that you can follow along for more beauty videos and glow up videos. So without any further ado, let's get into our first step. The first is clarifying what you want. Let's start with a little exercise, and you're going to basically put yourself into your future self. Imagine it's December 31st, 2025, and you're looking back at the full year of 2025, everything you've done, everything you've accomplished, where you were to where you are now, how you look, how you present yourself to the world. I want you to write down everything that is a reflection of 2025. Write it as if everything's already happened. What have you achieved? What trips have you taken? What purchases that you're so proud of that you've made? What career achievements, financial achievements have you made in 2025? Write it all down as if it's already happened. Now, the second step to this is to write a letter to your future self. I want you to describe your life and what your life looks a year from now in vivid detail. Explain your surroundings, the smells, the emotions. Emotions are a huge part of this. It's not just about visualizing something or writing, I want this down. It's about feeling the emotions, about actually having that and actually being that. What does it feel like to be financially free? What does it feel like to be in your dream body? What does it feel like to have your perfect, beautiful hair? What does it feel like to have a loving partner? Write everything down and really include the emotions. Emotions are incredibly important when it comes to goal setting and manifestation. You're going to create your big picture goals. When it comes to creating your big vision goals, I want you to categorize them. You can categorize these in whatever categories you want that are applicable to the goals that you want to set for yourself. But some examples for me might be career, finances, body, mind, etc. So try to break down your goals into these subcategories. Our next step is a visualization exercise. I love doing this, and I think that it's really important to do it at the beginning of the year. It really ties into kind of writing that letter to your future self, envisioning what your life would be like over the course of 2025. But I want you to actually just play a movie in your head. Walk through the months. What are you doing? Reaching those milestones, reaching those financial milestones, reaching your goal weight, whatever it might be. I want you to visualize all of these things and tie in the emotion that would be connected to them in this visualization process. I also recommend that because visualization is such a huge and powerful manifestation technique, I want you to do this every single morning, either 2 different times. I would either do it when you first wake up in the morning, maybe when you're hitting snooze and you're not actually sleeping. Spend some time to just visualize your dream day or your dream week, or achieving those milestones if they're bigger picture milestones, for example. Just spend 5 to 10 minutes every single day visualizing your dream life, visualizing your dream day. And you can also do this not necessarily in bed. You can also do this while you're prepping your coffee. You can be on the couch drinking your coffee and scrolling on Pinterest, saving things that are a reflection of what you want your dream future life to be like, and using that as kind of an anchor to visualizing. So do this for the beginning of the year, but also do this every single day to ground yourself, motivate yourself, stay inspired, and help in that manifestation process of achieving your goals. And playing into our last step of visualization, creating a vision board is so helpful, and there are so many different ways that you can do this, whether it's a physical copy, an actual board, on your planner, on your phone, as your wallpaper on your laptop, whatever you find is most effective, but choose something that you see every single day, something that you can look at and motivate you every single day. Creating vision boards really help to keep you inspired, but I also find them really powerful at setting that daily reminder about what it is that you're working towards boards, it also has its own magical presence to it. It does so much more than just act as a board of inspiration. It's really fun to create a vision board because you can reflect at the end of the year at everything that you've achieved and all the similarities to what you have on your board, and that's a really fun exercise to do at the end of the year because it just feels like kind of exercising that manifestation muscle. And as you see those things that are happening, seeing all those achievements that you're making from that year, it amplifies the following year and amplifies what you are going to set out for yourself. You're going to increase your goals. You're going to have more faith in yourself and the universe and God to be able to manifest all these things and make these into your reality. So creating a vision board however you like. I have this wonderful new planner that I got at the very actual beginning of my planner. I created my vision board right here because I use my planner every single day. I can open it up and I see it right away. And I also like doing this monthly. So if I have specific goals for the month, I will put them on my monthly goals. I think that sometimes it can feel overwhelming to have these big, beautiful vision boards, in your planner on your wall that are for the entire year, because it might feel overwhelming that you're not achieving these larger goals. So breaking them down into smaller goals for each month is great. Like for example, I have my 100,000 YouTuber plaque here, and that's not something that I can see myself achieving in the month of January, but maybe I can see myself achieving 25,000 subscribers in the month of January. Creating these little smaller vision boards I think is also something that's really fun to do. It keeps you inspired. It helps kind of break your larger vision board, your larger goals into smaller categories, and that also plays a huge role in how you're going to reach your goals and glow up in 2025. So our next step, as we're talking about breaking down goals, we are going to be discussing how you are going to break down your goals to actually achieve them. So turning your big goals into actionable steps. And one of the easiest ways to do this is using the reverse engineered method. Basically where you write out your goal and you're going to work backwards of how you achieved that goal. So start with the end result and break it down into the steps that you took or theoretically took to achieve that goal. And I like doing this in quarterly, monthly, and weekly goals, action steps that you take every single day that are going to help you lead towards that goal. So for example, if your overarching goal as a fitness goal, for example, is to lose 20 pounds, you can break it down that each quarter you lost 5 pounds, and you did that by changing your diet, including an exercise routine, increasing the intensity of that exercise routine, having a maintenance plan. Once you have those action steps, you can break them down even more to really help create them and integrate them into your daily routines, your morning, evening, afternoon routines. So it becomes really easy to follow, simple, and part of your everyday kind of routines and habits. Through that course of each day making that little progress, you're going to see that you achieve your end results. It's also really important to set SMART goals. While goals are really great, SMART goals help to add a little bit more structure to your goal. A SMART goal is specific, making sure that you're very clear about what you want, measurable so that you can actually track your progress. For example, if we're using the lose 20 pounds by December 2025, measurable is that you're losing 20 pounds. Achievable is that you're setting realistic expectation. It is very attainable and achievable to lose 20 pounds in a year period, because if you think about that, that's about 5 pounds every 3 months, which is about 1 to 2 pounds a month. It's a very achievable goal. Relevant is that your goals align with your values, and then time bound. So there is deadlines for accountability. And our next step into breaking down our goals is to create a weekly goal setting ritual. This is something that you can do every Sunday evening, every Monday morning, whatever day kind of works best for you. But you're going to set aside to prioritize your tasks, create your to-do list, and reflect on your progress from the previous week. I love doing this in my physical planner. I have a digital planner. I use all of these different methods to stay on track. Reflection will help you see the progress you've made and maybe the areas for improvement. I create my prioritization tasks and my to-do list. It is exactly what I need to actually help achieve everything on my to-do list, which I know are the smaller action steps that are going to help me reach my overarching goals. Our next step, mindset shifts for your success. A lot of the time, our mind is a huge block into creating our dream life, achieving our goals, glowing up, being the best version of ourselves, stepping into our future self. These are a few different mindset shifts that are really going to help you flip that switch in your mind so that everything that you desire, everything that you want to be is going to be achievable for you. So first off is overcoming limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs is probably the primary thing that is stopping you from being who you are meant to be. We all have limiting beliefs. As much as we might be a positive person, as much as we might use positive thinking and affirmations to live our lives, it is almost impossible not to have limiting beliefs. Exercising and switching over those limiting beliefs to ones that are going to help us achieve our goals. For example, if we're talking about being a content creator, it could be it's no longer the time to grow, or the influencer world is too saturated, or I don't even know how to YouTube or edit or film or whatever. There are so many things that you could be telling yourself that are actually just limiting beliefs, or beliefs that are created from and by yourself. That is literally all that they are. They're thoughts. They are not real. A lot of the time we can shift these thoughts, kind of reframe how we talk to ourselves and reframe the thoughts that we believe. Like, no, it's not oversaturated in the influencer market. Of course, you can create a YouTube channel and start filming and still be big. I think another thing when it comes to limiting beliefs is that sometimes it's really hard for us to believe them, because it's not just about saying them and switching that dialogue, but it's actually believing that that shift has been made. Switch from I can't to I'm learning to. This is a really great one. Like, I am learning to become more confident rather than I'm not confident. Or if you feel like I'm so unlucky, instead of saying I'm lucky and trying to believe that, you could say there are so many opportunities for me to be lucky. The way that you say your new belief to feel more believable for yourself. And as you kind of build and exercise that muscle, you're going to become more confident in your new belief system, and it'll be more easy to have that as like a core belief in yourself. Our next shift is learn to pivot, not quit. Setbacks are part of our journey, and we have to reframe failures as lessons to grow stronger. There are so many things that I have done in terms of little careers and side hustles that have not worked, and instead of looking at that as a failure, I look at that as a shift in my journey as an entrepreneur. I see it as a lesson I've learned about learning how to use Shopify even though I didn't launch a store, or I learned how to podcast even though I didn't continue to podcast. I know how to edit a podcast and upload it. Now I have these skills that I didn't have before. Even if I'm no longer on that journey, I'm no longer a podcaster or whatever it might be, it's always positive to look at things that you may naturally think as a failure as a lesson, as something to pivot. I think that also applies to any of these goals that you're setting out for yourself. If you feel like you haven't achieved them, then kind of reframe or look at why it is that you're not achieving that, and see if there's something that you need to add or implement or take away and change to redirect yourself into achieving those goals. Our next shift is to cultivate gratitude and an abundance thinking. Focusing on what you have already and how far you've come, such a powerful thing, because you are staying motivated and you're staying inspired, and you're kind of using that as evidence that your progress and your efforts are actually paying off. Gratitude is a really important thing, because gratitude has magnitude, and gratitude is basically shifting your mindset of how much you have, how positive your life is, and you're going to see that come back to you 10th fold, 20th fold, etc. Practice your abundance thinking, and this is believing that there's enough time, there's enough success for everyone, there's enough resources for everyone, including you. And I also just want to touch on briefly jealousy, because jealousy is one of those things that can really hinder our success, can hinder our glow up, can hinder our mind and our positivity. So I want to talk about jealousy for a little bit. And this, I think, is really relevant with social media, with YouTube, and just watching creators and seeing the success they have and seeing what they have. It could be even people in your personal life. But I want you to use this powerful mindset shift about jealousy, is recognize that when you see someone else achieving something you desire, it's actually proof that it's possible for you too. So instead of feeling jealous and envious, let their success actually inspire you to believe what they have is a sign that it's also available and attainable for you as well. Whenever you find yourself feeling a little bit envious or jealous of someone, something that they have, somewhere that they've been, where they're traveling, what their career is like, what their relationship is like, just know that it's also attainable for you. And the universe is showing you proof that this is actually possible for a human being. It's possible for someone like you. And I think that is a really powerful mindset shift when you're kind of starting to feel a little bit jealous and you're doing a lot of comparison. So our next section, next step, is the tools and systems that are going to help you stay on track to glow up. and reach your goals for 2025. So first is a planner or a goal tracker. You can use a digital planner, you can use your notes app, you can use a physical planner. There was something about putting pen to paper that I absolutely adore. I like a daily planner because I have lots on my to-do list. This is actually a content creator planner because it does have some sections for what you're going to post, which is really great for me as I'm really focusing on prioritizing content creation for 2025. But it also has daily schedule, your to-do list, notes, and a spot for your weekly planning. So this is really great. It really breaks down all of my to-dos for each day and helps kind of create them into bite-sized tasks. Next is habit stacking. And habit stacking is a great way to help to introduce a new habit into your routine. On average, it takes 2 to 3 months to build a habit into your daily routine. Habit stacking helps you link new habits to existing routines. For example, you might plan out your day while you're enjoying your coffee. Drinking your coffee is part of your morning routine. It's something that you do habitually every single day. You don't think twice about it. You don't think, I need to go have my coffee now. You just do it. So habit stacking is linking a new habit that you want to implement into your daily routine with something that you just do instinctually. So for example, having your coffee while you write down your goals and your to-do list for the day. Say you're not really good about taking your supplements, but you brush your teeth every single morning. So having your supplements right next to your toothbrush so that you take your supplements and then brush your teeth right after. You're kind of linking something new with an existing habit that just comes naturally to you. The next tool is an accountability partner, and this is really helpful to helping achieve your goals. I would recommend finding someone who has a similar kind of goal to you. For example, when it comes to my career and content creation and working, I have an accountability partner that I try to check in with every week or every other week so we can kind of stay on top of our goals, and we're both very entrepreneurial, and it's a great partner to have to just stay accountable. We connect on these calls, we talk about our goals from the previous week and what we've achieved and what we've done. We do a mindset check-in. We do some things that were great, some things that we maybe didn't get done, why they didn't get done, and how we can shift our minds. So this is really great. I think you can also include this if you have someone like a fitness or a wellness buddy, someone that you go to the gym with or you go to a Pilates class with. If you don't have like a friend or a colleague or someone that you can connect with, there's lots of Facebook groups too that can become like kind of a group accountability partner. And then the last tool is to have a monthly kind of progress reflection ritual. And I like having rituals because it feels like a time to check in with yourself, including some self-care. You might have like a tea or a glass of champagne or a cocktail or whatever kind of floats your boat. Sit down, look at what has happened the last month, what you've achieved, what you've done, assess what's worked, what hasn't worked, and adjust your strategy accordingly. I also want you to celebrate your wins. Even if they're small, it will help keep that motivation high and really fuel you for the following month. That is it for today's video, my 2025, how to be the best version of yourself in 2025, how to reach your goals and glow up for 2025. These are the kind of foundations to help give you the tools to be able to create your action plan for 2025 and reach your goals. If you are looking for very specific routines, strategies, habits to implement into your routine that are going to help you glow up, I'll definitely create a separate video on the actual tips and routines and rituals that you can include in your life to help you glow up. Make sure to stay tuned for my 2025 January glow up plan, where I'm going to share everything that I'm doing for the month of January to glow up and reach my 2025 goals. Write at least one goal in the comments that you want to achieve by the end of 2025. If you have multiple, then share them all. I would love to hear them. I hope that this helped you define your vision, break down your goals, shift your mindset, and give you the tools to stay consistent and stay motivated. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like the video and also subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.